Hello everyone, Treecks here, and welcome back to Donkey Kong 64. We are now playing as Tiny Kong, the fourth Kong that we actually are using in this game, unlocked in this very world, the second world, Angry Aztec, and therefore we're also immediately going to use her in this world before we leave here. We barely got started with her. We did get her blueprint already, but other than that, we did not really do a whole lot of work with her. But now we can actually do it because we bought her move, her instrument, and her weapon. It's time to get started with Tiny and hopefully actually finish her off completely in this episode. I've got 20 minutes time. Let's go see how far we can get with her. Let's get started with business around the door temple. The palm trees surrounding it are actually going to have banana bunches for her, so climb every single one of them. And boom. Yeah, the zingers actually being bombers in this game, that's something I don't really like. There's another one. Do be careful not to miss your jump towards these trees, because it's going to hurt you quite a bit if you fall into the quicksand over here. Luckily it's not insta-kill. In some games it's actually insta-kill to fall in the quicksand, so could have been even worse. And the final one is actually near the staircase. Banana total 40. Well, that is at least already making a lot of progress. Now let's also make progress with golden bananas. The middle door at the top is going to be for Tiny, and that uses the feather bow to open up. Pretty fun little weapon to use. It's gotta hurt to actually get hit by something that sharp. Let's enter. Just like with all of the other ones, this is going to be a similar deal. None of the five are actually fully identical, but do really look alike. It's something you unfortunately see a bit more often in this game. Some of the challenges, even though they are for different Kongs, do really look alike. Sometimes even taking place in the same building, like over here. And here we actually find the first tiny barrel. It's able to actually make us small to enter this hole, for instance. However, zingers, please. Like I was trying to say, we are not able to use the tiny barrel in here quite yet. Because the thing we need to collect behind that little hole is something we cannot collect yet. That's something we're going to return to later. For now, we're just going to continue to the end of this place. Just like with every other Kong, that's going to end in a golden banana. And apparently it's this way. Yeah. No, bonus barrel this time. This one we get directly. First golden banana in the game for Tiny. Tiny is also going to be a target for Crosshair. Not that it's going to matter, because the zingers are already going to kill me. Let's go. Plenty of time. That was one. Next thing we need to do, just remain in this area. That would be a smart thing to do. And actually take care of all of the business in an organized fashion. Let's go left. And go to the next temple. Diddy was nice enough to open up the place for us, but Tiny is the one who's finally going to go in there. And this should be the shortest way there. Oh. Apparently pressed the jump button a bit too late. No matter, I've got plenty of health, I don't care. Especially if I can kill an enemy, then I have even more health. Thank you. Well, here it is. Let's turn Tiny for the first time. And not Tiny Kong, but actual Tiny. This ability uses your crystal coconuts. Cancel the move by holding the Z button and pressing Z left. Thank you, Squawks. I don't want to run out of crystal coconuts. Nice camera angle, by the way. Well, Tiny, let's go play this music pad. This is something you can also do when you're big, however, then it's not going to work out. Because Squawks needs to carry us. Hold on tight, here we go. Yeah, the poor guy wouldn't be able to carry us if we're big. And then he will drop us in here. And this is what we can find in here. A new type of minigame. Oh, it's only you, Tiny. Well, if you can beat me to the bottom of my slide and collect 50 coins, I suppose you can have my golden banana. Use the control stick to steer, push forward to speed up, and pull back to slow down. Press the A button to jump. Ready? Off we go then. Yeah, similar to Super Mario 64, Donkey Kong 64, of course, also needs to have its slides. However, these are far more challenging than the ones you can find in Super Mario 64. This guy is super annoying to beat, let me already tell you. The slide itself is not per se that difficult, but the fact that you need to race against this guy with his rubber banding and also need to collect 50 coins, that makes this really challenging. Getting 50 coins here is probably the most difficult thing to do. Beating him, if you're fast enough, that's not per se that difficult. But you actually need to stop your acceleration sometimes in order to get out of your way and get coins. And that usually gives him the opportunity to gain up on you again. That's usually where things go wrong for me whenever trying this. Oh, I hate this turn. Way too tight. Okay, I'm still ahead of him apparently. I'm surprised actually. Also seems to be doing fine with coins. Oh! No! Not doing fine with coins. One short. See, this is what I mean. Well, let's simply try again. I did get close to it, but I actually missed the line of coins the moment I actually entered that final turn. If I grabbed that one coin over there, then I would have had enough. Let's make sure not to touch him this time. You might have noticed already the first time, the moment you touch him, you will also lose coins. Also really... Oh, wrong way. Go me. It's going to take a while, I think. At least I'm really far ahead of him, I think. I'm missing way too many coins again. Oh! Make sure not to fall off. It will also immediately fail the minigame, of course, falling off. Not every single bit of the slides will have guide rails for you. Still fine. Missed another one. I'm doing better than last time, so this time I should be fine. Make sure to take this turn correctly so I don't miss too many. Yeah, there we go. Sprint to the end, because of course he will also do that. Stay in front of him and beat the first slide. Okay. This one's already giving me trouble. You're better than I thought, Tiny. Here's your prize. Number 2/13/24. Every single golden banana I get, I'm going to name 3 numbers. The total bananas for that Kong, the total bananas for the world, and the total number of bananas in the entire game. That's going to be a thing for this Let's Play. There is still a banana bunch on banana port number 5, I see on my notes. Yeah. Indeed, is also a couple of banana coins. But we don't want to use the banana port. Only Donkey and Diddy have stuff in there. And that way we make full circle in this area. We can find ourselves the next temple. It's going to be this one. The Llama Temple. Here's also stuff for Tiny to do. Let's go see if I remember where Tiny's switch was. This one was for Lanky. Yeah, Tiny's is on the back. There we go. And let's get in there again. It's going to be the last time, as you can see. There's no more other switches. 3 switches for 3 Kongs. Now that we have all of our weapons and our move, we can actually do stuff in here. We did start in here, of course, with Tiny, but with a weapon we can take out a balloon flying around here. Aim this correctly. Yeah, 60 bananas for her. Next we want to go get eaten by a purple claptrap. Then go over here. This is where we can find another golden banana for her. We're also going to meet up with that collectible again that we cannot get yet. This fairy that's actually flying around. We'll be taking care of that the moment we exit this world and return to DK Isle. Then we can actually initiate it now that we have Tiny and her move. But currently we cannot do anything with it yet. We still need to ignore it. But we are going to enter this tunnel over here. From Tiny. And go in this tunnel over here. Also make sure to immediately grow back again, because there's no reason to stay tiny. The rest we simply do as a big Tiny. Oh, and here's the missing Kasplat for Lanky. So make sure to activate his warp pad so he can get back in here at some point. He's not able to turn tiny after all. I will actually kill you because you're going to get annoying otherwise. And then hit the switch. And we need to do some fancy lava platforming, it looks like. In 3D platformers, not per se easy to do. I feel more confident doing stuff like this in 2D platformers. That is no secret anymore, I think. Let's hit another one. And the game's going to be mean. We need to return. And then go to the other side. Making us go over these platforms twice, basically. Oh, yeah. Was kind of waiting for that to happen at some point. Oh, and again. Twice in a row, hell yeah. Go 3D platforming skills. Let's still go back in here, because we still need to do this. Oh, this is going to be so much easier the moment we get the Tiny's second move. We're not allowed to use that yet in this stage. We do get the next banana medal. 75 bananas for her as well. So that's actually 6 in total already. Remember, we're aiming for 15 before we return to Cranky for something special. We currently have 6. We currently have 14 bananas in Angry Aztec. 2 more we need. Technically 1 more, because we already have the blueprint. Those will be actually turning in next time, the moment we're done. We can actually do all of them at once. But that is usually how I take care of getting the bananas from Snides. Just doing all of the Kongs at once. Jungle Japes was an exception. We also still need to kill this guy after all, so... Lanky is going to be returning to this room at some point. After everything is done. Donkey Kong also has some unfinished business, of course, in the Door Temple. So the moment we're done with Tiny, we're not per se done with the entire stage yet. Donkey and Lanky still have some unfinished business. The famous backtracking of this game. Something we're not going to see in every single stage necessarily, but we are in this one. And the first one, of course, as well. We're still missing 1 Kong, so backtracking needs to happen no matter what. You might have noticed already, but the final Kong is actually not in this level. Angry Aztec does have Lanky and Tiny, but not Chunky. But we'll be talking about him much later. Next up, we're going to enter this temple over here. The first temple in the stage officially. Because of it being in the first room. Always go the wrong way. Need to go on this side, just like with Lanky. Tiny switches on this side. Right. Whenever you do things in a different order than me, do make sure you have the Tiny Kong power up, because otherwise you're not able to do what I'm about to do here. You need to be able to turn Tiny in here. There's a tunnel in the water section here, and that is going to be a tiny tunnel. It's going to be right over there, as you can see. And that's too tiny for Tiny to actually go in. So we need to become even tinier. Let's first go over here. The place where we actually unlocked Tiny, remember? That was also here. if you go into the room where one of Lanky's golden bananas was, we can find out there's some things for Tiny to grab here. A couple of coins. Very important to get as early as possible in the game. Later on in the game you usually have so many that you don't have to worry about them, but the early ones in the game you usually do want to pick up. And now entering the room where Tiny was actually being held captive. Just like with Lanky, there's 2 banana balloons flying around here. There's also Kremlings running around here. And now he's not running anymore. Yeah, here you are, 2 of them. 85. 95, I missed. Missed again. Yeah, 95. And the final 5 are also going to be in this temple. We did see them already. In that tiny tunnel. There's indeed going to be a line of 5. And those are going to be the final ones for her. Not over here. That's for Chunky. We need to go over here. Go away, stupid teeth. Right, let's finish off Tiny. Final thing we need to do. Yeah, it's a long walk whenever you're small. Now, let's start swimming and go in here. And the bananas are even our size now. Drums, please. Always love hearing that. Now, let's go get the final golden banana. For that one, we actually need to kill claptraps. Tiny claptraps, officially. Because we're still tiny, officially, right now. So these things are too. Melons are actually regular sized, as you can see. Funny, actually. The melons are regular sized, but the golden banana is not really. Banana number 4 for Tiny in this level. And therefore, completing everything with her, other than turning in the blueprint at Snides. Those we are going to be turning in all at once. So, before we finish off the stage, we need to return to Donkey Kong and Lanky Kong. Both actually missed something. Donkey Kong needs to do the door temple, because it was not open yet the moment we actually covered him. And Lanky still needs to get his blueprint, because it is in a room that only Tiny was able to access. Let's do that quickly. Almost at 18 minutes I see, so... Let's quickly go to Lanky. I think his one we can do the quickest. Banana port number 2, where are you? Llama Temple. Let's go. Let's do it correctly immediately and go left. I know his switch is over there. Let's also do this correctly. Don't even try to do the third person. Let's immediately go to first person. Lanky cannot enter the room himself, but we did activate banana port number 2. And therefore, can use that in order to get in here. Sir, I know I came out of nowhere for you, but I'm going to kill you quickly. There we go. 4th blueprint, and the final one, therefore, for now. Now, quickly go to the door temple with Donkey Kong. Use the handstand, because I'm still pretty sure that is a bit faster. 19 minutes. Yeah, too early to stop. I can still do it. Yeah, we need to go over here. Also a tag barrel right in front of it. Easy to switch. The guy who started the stage is also going to finish it. DK, you've got the final golden banana to get. It's going to be the one on the left. Bam! Let's enter this thing For the final time, this time around. Yet again, it's not going to be the ultimate final time because we still have Chunky later on, I know. Currently, we don't have to worry about Chunky. No, not the purple ones. I don't care about the purple ones. Wreck shot. 2 coins to get. And oh, TNT clobbers are also a thing. Let's quickly go out of here. Yeah, leave it to Rare to have eyeballs actually remain after somebody blows himself up. Nintendo and Rare and their eyeballs. Thank you very much. All the Kongs are at 4 golden bananas. And all have a blueprint in their possession.
Get out.
Yeah, I know I need to get out. I don't care about you, Crosshair. So, awesome. A lot of work was done this episode. Turned out to be a great episode because of it. Every Kong is done. However, we still need to beat the boss in the stage and also get the blueprints, or at least the golden bananas for all of the blueprints, which are in our possession. So next time we're going to get started at Snipes and quickly get the golden bananas that remain in the stage because of that. And then we're going to move on to the boss of this stage. And then Angry Aztec is going to be done. Yeah, that is how simple it is. See you folks next time. Thank you for watching part 8. Treecks out. Later folks.